everybody. Welcome back to JKC Mobile Notary. I'm so glad that you're here today. Today, I'm launching off a project I'm trying to accomplish, which is to get you a notary representing every state in our country to tell you how to become a notary in that state. And today, we're starting off with the amazing Michele Klempner from Florida. So, hang in, find out how to become a notary in Florida, a raw notary in Florida, renewing in Florida, and I'll see you at the end.
Hi, everybody. My name is Michele Klempner, and I'm a remote online notary and a traditional notary commissioned here in the state of Florida since the year 2000. So, yes, I've been in this game for quite some time, and I just renewed my seventh 4-year term. And I often hear lots of confusing questions about getting a notary commission, renewing a notary commission, and also adding the RON piece. So I thought it would be really helpful to bring this information to you guys today. A little bit about myself. My company is True Blue Signing and Apostille Services. So we offer a variety of affordable online and in-person notary services and international document services in person, online, and around the world. So let's jump in, starting with the basics. So Florida Notary Commission is a 4-year term. And while there are no specific statutory requirements regarding dual commissioning in other states, I have written to the executive office of the notary coordinator several times, and they have confirmed in writing that a Florida notary can only be commissioned in Florida. So some people think that if they meet residency requirements and are commissioned in another state, it's okay. The state says no, but I won't comment further on that. So generally speaking, to get your traditional notary public commission, you would allow 4 to 6 weeks for processing. If you're renewing, it can be quicker, but of course, it depends on the time of the year. If there are federal holidays involved, the office is closed. There was actually snow in Tallahassee this year, which has never been on record ever. So we had some closures that unexpected closures. So generally speaking, 4 to 6 weeks. So the current commission, your current commission will still be in effect when you apply for your renewal. Okay. You can use your current traditional commission and your RON, if you're a RON, until midnight on the date of your expiration. So current and new Florida notaries must use a state approved notary processor to apply, and they will provide the necessary requirements on your behalf. So for some reason, with things being a little bit crazy, when my commission expired at the end of December, I sent my application to the state on my own. Actually sent it to my courier, and she presented it personally. So I just want to explain that this is 100% facts. You must use the notary processor to renew your application. I sent my application to the state on the 25th of October, and it sat on someone's desk in the Secretary of State's office until this letter came to me on November the 20th. So almost an entire month. Dear Michele Marie Klempner, a current Florida notary public must contact a Florida notary processor to process their commission renewal. So I lost a whole month by doing it the wrong way this time. So I want to use my experience to help you not make the same mistakes. Everything was sent back, the check, the application, everything. So I put some links together. Jen said she's going to put them in the description so you can access them. They are all from links to the Secretary of State's website and links to the educational providers as well as the forms. So everything that you need should be there. So the requirements for your traditional commission are the notary processor's order form, which they will provide to you. And really, at this point, I want to give a shameless plug to Sina Notary Services. They are located here in my area. I'm in Broward County. Cynthia Alexander is the owner, and she has an amazing office team, including Joyce, who helped me every step along the way with this processor. I had never worked with them before, but they are amazing, super responsive and helpful. Now, a notary processor in Florida has the unique ability of sending my application, your application, to the state electronically. So once it's ready and the payment has been processed, then with the notary processor, then it goes straight to the state. So while it doesn't, you know, take weeks off the processing time, it definitely expedites it. Okay. So I love to support local businesses. Shout out to Sina Notary and your team. They were amazing to work with, and I highly recommend them. You can use them anywhere in the state of Florida. So you send the form. You have a completed notary commission application, which includes 3 parts. So your personal information, obviously, and an affidavit of character. So this affidavit of character um, has to be written by someone who knows you personally over an extended period of time, can vouch for your credibility, your character in general, but is unrelated. So obviously, it can't be a family member, but it needs to be someone who's willing to vouch for your credibility to the state. And then there's an oath of office. So you would say the oath of office basically to yourself, and that's stating that you do swear to uphold the office of notary public. So with that includes the filing fee. So a traditional notary filing fee is $39, and that's typically added into the processor's fee. We need a $7,500 bond in Florida. The processing and the notary processor also handles the bond. They are a bonding agency, so they can get you the bond if you don't already have it. And then you need at least 25,000 in notary public errors and omissions. And the notary public does have to be mentioned therein. And we'll talk about Ron later, but also the online notarization piece should be mentioned in your errors and omissions. So the difference between those, if you're newer, the bond protects the public from any mistakes that you may unintentionally make, and the E&O insurance protects the notary. Okay, and it typically expires 2 years from the date of issue. And for Sina Notary, I had to produce a front and back copy of my driver's license. So that's it. I sent it to them, I scanned it to them, I emailed it to them, and they sent it straight to the state. I sent the email on Monday, November 25th, right before Thanksgiving. 3 days later, my new commission was actually available on the notary search link, which I'm sharing with you also in the show notes. And then I needed to apply for my RON. So I just want to be clear that a lot of people think, and in my experience, I've talked to hundreds of RON notaries over the last couple of years. Many of them mistakenly think that the RON commission comes with your traditional notary public commission, and it does not. So it is something that has to be added after your commission is approved and issued or renewed, whatever the case may be. So the RON application process. And as you can see, there's a lot of misinformation. We all know, we've all heard people talk about Facebook University kind of thing. And I know that most of those people really try to help each other, but if they're spreading misinformation, it's only going to cost you time and probably money too. So this renewal of a Florida traditional notary public commission cannot be done on our own. I showed you the evidence of what happens when you do. So go through a notary processor, get it done right, and get it done as fast as you can. Leave yourself enough time, but just go through the process in the correct way. Okay? So the RON notary does not come with your commission. It does not. It does, however, run concurrently with your traditional commission. So, for example, if you got your commission 4 years ago and you hesitated to add the Ron piece, you didn't know enough about it, made you uncomfortable, whatever your reason was, then your commission is going to be expiring at the end of December this year. So you decide, I'm going to try the Ron. I've taken the course, I have my certification. I'm going to give Ron a try, see how it works out for me. Just remember, so say you do that in June. Okay, so you do that in June. The Ron commission will expire with your traditional commission at the end of December. So you're only going to have that Ron valid for 6 months because it will expire with your other commission. So may not be a great idea if you invest all that and you only have 6 months to be around. Maybe better to just, when you renew your next commission, to go ahead and add it after that new commission number is available. Okay, so just so you know, and a lot of people don't understand that. Obviously, it is on the state's website, but things get overlooked so easily. So in order to apply for the Ron application, you will need the Ron application form. I've put that link in the notes as well. You complete the Ron application. You must also appoint at least one service provider. So a service provider in Florida is someone who it's a platform that has been approved for use by the state of Florida. So in other words, they have met all the minimum requirements or all the requirements for the state that the state puts forth for them to have an online notarization platform for use by Ron notaries. So you'll find that link here. You can see a list of all the service providers that there are. And you can also check your Ron commission to see if it is when it has been issued. So you're going to fill out the application. You're going to appoint at least one service provider. I recommend several. You can put them all in there if you want to. It's better to have too many than not enough, because this is how the state knows where you're doing your work. So if something happened with a document, it was called into court, my name is on the document, my stamp is on the document, and they need to know where that document or where that video is being stored, they will be able to find it because I've accurately reported where I'm doing business as a remote online notary. So that's something that you are protecting yourself as well as the public by providing this information, and it is required in the statutes, statutory requirement for sure. So where are we? Let's see. So you also have to prove that you took a Ron training from one of the state approved vendors. I also shared the link to that. You need to send this in each and every time you renew your Ron, including when you first apply for it. So if you can see, I have a certificate here. The important thing, well, you need to provide a copy of it, but it needs to be signed. It's asking for your signature here and the date of the course. Now, the date of my course was March 28, 2020. So yeah, I took this course almost 5 years ago. I don't have to take it again and again and again. And a lot of people think they do. And a lot of notary processing companies don't tell you that it's not required. You just need to show evidence that you've met the state's requirements as far as training. I met them in 2020. I'm good to go. Okay. So that's a a good tip to know and share in the community, that and people, when it comes up, people say, oh, I can't believe I got to take this course again. No, you don't need to. You just need to show evidence that you complete it successfully once. Okay. So for the Ron commission, we're required to carry a $25,000 bond. So the notary processor will be able to help you increase your notary bond from 7,500 to 25,000. They can also get you E&O insurance if you don't have it, but we have to have at least 25,000 E&O. Also, it's a professional liability insurance, just like I said before, and the online notarization services need to be mentioned therein. Okay. So, and there's a couple ways that you can check on this process. I know when you don't have your hands on it or there's not a courier involved, it's hard to get kind of lost in the process. But I put a link to the Florida Notary search, and you can look there at any time to see your commission information. Like if you're not sure, I mean, it's hard to not be sure when your commission expires, but say you just need to look it up for whatever reason. Maybe you want to see which bonding agency you used. You can go to the link and check yourself. But you can also check another notary. I mean, say you're having notary work done or you're building a team of notaries. You want to be sure that that person is commissioned by the state. It only takes a second. So, I know that the online platforms check every single person, like I said, some people think that the RON comes with a commission. No, we're going to check on the Florida Notary Search website through the Division of Corporations. And then on Sunbiz, you can even check your remote online notary commission or anyone else's for that matter. So you just log in, you put your name in, you hit search. If you don't see it, then it's not ready. And like right now, if I log into mine, I still see my expired one, and then I see my new listing with my new commission. When I click on it, I see all the service providers that I've appointed within the last 5 years. So all that information is there. It does ask for an address, but you can proceed with the listing without adding an address if you don't want your address to be there, because obviously it is a public record. And I think it asks also for an email address. So basically, the timeline is do your traditional notarization, your notary commission, get that approved. Obviously, you can't apply for the RON until you have that new number. So when you get your new commission number, then you can apply as a RON. The good thing is that if you have a relationship with a courier or you need a recommendation from someone, feel free to reach out. The couriers can physically walk the RON application in. And in my, it really happened fairly quickly, surprisingly, because December is full of holidays and closures and things like that. It happened within 3 or 4 days of my traditional commission. It happened. I don't know if that's really a typical turnaround time. They used to keep turnaround times on the state's website, and I see them when I checked for this. But being able to have a courier go in, all they really have to do is verify that all the requirements have been met and that you have a new commission number, and then they issue the remote online notary commission. So I hope that was helpful. Again, my name is Michele Klempner, and my business is True Blue Signing and Apostille Services. I'll put my contact information also in the description for this video. So if you ever want to reach out, connect, we have a nationwide network of couriers and apostille agents and RON notaries, and the bigger your community, the better it is. So don't be afraid to connect and collaborate with people. It's an amazing opportunity to, we're a public servant as a Florida notary, but I really believe we also are, tasked with helping each other. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I wish you a great rest of your day.
Florida residents, Florida notaries, I really hope that you found this to be helpful. Please check the description. A lot of the links she's talking about are going to be down there for your use. Thank you so much. And if you like this, please hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment. Michele and I will respond if needed. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you later.